It's that time of year again. It's time to get your calls out and make sure they are in proper working order. Towards the end of the season, they get nasty and all gunked up, and I know when season ended, you didn't clean them. So the first thing we're gonna do is just take the call apart. Separate the barrel and the insert. We're not gonna take the reeds out just yet. Then you can run some water in the end of your insert, let it run through, take a card, like a note card or something, give the tone board a little scrape underneath your reed, wipe that all off. Don't pull up on your reed too far. It'll keep that memory and you don't want to put a big bend in your reed. For the barrel, I'm just going to take a microfiber towel, any kind of towel. Just put the corner through the end of the barrel and then just pull it through, put some tension on it, give it a spin or so, pull it off, and it's going to be nice and clean. If it's not clean, do it again. So now at this point, we're going to determine if we're going to be taking the reed and the wedge out or not. So when we put it together, make sure everything's good and dry, and give it a run. I'm going to need a new reed and probably a new wedge. If it's sticking or sounds flat, it's time for a new wedge at least, maybe a new reed. So now we're just going to grab the reed, pull it out. The cork will probably come with it, and get a brand new reed out of our reed kit. We're going to bend it between our fingers just a little bit. We don't want to fold this thing in half. Just find out where the natural bend is. It's going to bend the same direction every time. That's going to go down on the tone board just like that. Make sure it's all the way in the back of the cork slot. Make sure it's centered. We're going to put our wedge in and then take something and push the wedge in. And you're going to keep your thumb on that tab and put pressure down the whole time, pushing against the cork, because that's the most brittle part of your duck call. And if you don't put force on there, it's liable to pop off. Now we're going to start trimming the reed. It's way too long as it is. The shorter we make it, it's going to get higher pitched and take less air. So you got to find your happy medium. We're going to cut a little bit at a time. So I'm going to start right there. That's probably going to be pretty close. So that's wanting to lock up on me, and it's a little bit stiff, so I'm going to make that reed just a little bit shorter. And we're cutting off just a little bit at a time, like that much at a time. A little bit does a lot. And we're going to keep trimming this thing down until it gets right where we like it. And remember, every time you shorten the reed, it's going to get higher pitched and take less air. That's right where I like it. Now my duck call is ready to go for the season.